All right, we're back, and Patrick has left me for a minute, so we're trying to track him down, but we are on the bronze medal match.
The mixed team category, the Recurve division. For the bronze medal, the team from Brazil versus the team from the United States of America.
And I'm only seeing one team. So we are waiting on Ukraine.
Now commencing the bronze medal match for both the junior and cadet Recurve mixed teams. Good luck, archers.
All right, and here we go, and Patrick is back.
Hello, I'm back. So if Ukraine v France in the bronze medal match for the Recurve junior mixed team. French girl shooting in OCXT. Sorry, that was the Ukrainian girl. Sorry. French girl on the Hoyt, HPX, Quattro limbs. Thomas Koenig with a monsterly long draw length. Of course, the man's about 6'5". Don't like his front hand. Yeah, he's shooting well though. Extra 10. Yeah, it looks like they might win this match. Definitely going to win this set. The Recurve woman did qualify at 650 odd. So yeah, they won that with a 39. That's very good shooting in windy conditions. Surprisingly that they're in the bronze shooting, that's the standard, but Chinese Taipei must be shooting better. So we have Thomas Koenig and Sophie Plano versus Sergei Markovic and Solomaya Trapeznikova.
Here come the Gus. Big Gus to win.
Do we know why the man with the white tails on the back of his quad is driving past here every time? Is it in case the boss is needed to be changed?
That I don't know. Yes, I believe so. I don't know if there's a couple problem butts they're checking every end or...
Because I would have thought to check them they would need somebody shooting at them.
Yeah.
As you can see now the flags of various countries going down the left-hand side. I very much categorize these railings, these like whatever type of fence this is, as a very American type of fence.
Yes, this fence is everywhere.
Yeah.
It's a very typical fence.
We don't have this type of fence in the UK.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you have?
No idea, but not that type of fence.
Not that?
It would more be like solid pieces of metal, like up and down, not sort of patchy.
Interesting.
Yeah, 39 to 34. French taking the lead in this junior mixed team bronze medal match.
Yeah, you'll see a lot of volunteers buzzing around in yellow shirts kind of around the field. We have over 500 people volunteering this week
from
our community.
Amazing.
So 1,300 or 1,400 volunteer shifts. So a lot of people taking care of the archers.
How big is the population of Yankton?
We are just under 15,000. So smaller, but it's still a great community.
It is lovely how the entire town, is it a town or a city, would you call it?
A town, yeah.
How the entire town's got behind the archery.
Yes.
When you drive around the town, you see these signs up where they put out the daily deals or whatever it is, and an awful lot of them have welcome archers, good luck archers, etc.
Yeah.
It's really nice to see.
Yeah, good.
And all the volunteers very friendly, help you out with whatever you like, start talking to you. Generally, it's a really nice atmosphere here in Yankton. It's really nice, all the little things that just make it like a world championship rather than just another archery competition. We've got, a lot of people would say there's nothing to do in Yankton, but we've got various different things we can do at the evening. Like on Thursday, we've only got a half day. I think everybody has one match in the mornings. Then I think there's a rodeo tonight.
Yeah.
There's canoeing, there's hiking, there's visits to the local university, there's a buffalo ranch you can go and visit.
Yes.
There's loads of stuff to do. It's
Yes.
really, really good.
Yeah, we are actually set right on the Missouri River, so we have a lot of water stuff to do, a lot of canoeing and really bow fishing and a lot of different opportunities.
And we've got a beach party on Saturday, don't we?
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
Hope for sun. Yeah, make some s'more. I think they're having s'mores and different games.
What
and
is a
it'll be
s'more?
fun. A s'more?
To me, a s'more is something that comes out of a mushroom.
2 graham crackers.
What's a graham cracker?
Kind of a sweet cracker
Okay.
with a marshmallow. Do you have mallow or marshmallow?
Yeah, we have marshmallows.
Yes,
Yeah.
and you roast the marshmallow over a fire
Okay.
to get it melted and a little brown. And then you smash it between the 2 graham crackers with Hershey's chocolate.
That could be pretty with
So it's
just chocolate on top.
Yep.
That sounds like it could be pretty awesome.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is definitely
The question
a
is,
treat.
are you
going to
give a load of underage kids fire to play with?
We probably are.
We'll be fine. Most of us are adults.
Yes.
Well, the juniors are adults. Yeah, Thomas Koenig, he's shooting not that heavy a poundage, but he's shooting 350 hours because he has something around a 31 or 32 inch draw length. HMC plus rods and the Win CXT there. They're not being made to shoot alternate. Yeah, we're not doing 20 seconds on, 20 seconds off. We're keeping it at a 2-minute running clock. We've got an Arc System sight there on Thomas Koenig's bow. It's purely a French make, but thankfully their archery federation is over 100,000 members, so a company which only sells things to the French they could do fine.
So what do you do with 100,000 members? Do they have a lot of local shoots, or?
Yeah, there'll be huge amounts of local tournaments. Like in Northern Ireland, we have 37 clubs, and it's a population of 1.5 million. In England, and we have a competition pretty much every weekend, either field or target. And then in England, you can within your county you can do a shoot every single weekend. Not necessarily a record status shoot or like a FITA shoot, or 1440 or 720 shoot, but you can always find some form of shoot to do on every single weekend.
So to get
and
to
I'm
your
guessing the French is exactly.
Yeah, to get to your national tournaments, do you actually qualify, or is that something that?
National tournaments, we have national tournaments as in like the British Indoors, the British Outdoor Target Champs, the All British Fields. They're completely open to everybody, and just whoever enters, first come, first serve. We have a national series running, so Ukraine took that set, so we're 36-34, 2 points apiece. We have the national series in the UK, which is a set of competitions run over 3 weekends, and each day of the weekend is a stage, and you then build up points throughout them, working to the National Series finals, which are held at Walton Hall in Nottingham, and the bank holiday weekend at the end of August. It's a brilliant shoot. If you're around in the UK, you should definitely go to it. It's a brilliant show put on there. But for them, they've been massively booked out this year. You know, I think we had a record. One of the tournaments sold out in, I think it was like 73 minutes.
Oh my! And how many people are shooting it?
250.
So it's a smaller tournament still, but they're only allowing so many people.
It's pretty big by English standards.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we have small fields. Yeah. But is it 250? It could be more. I'm not 100% sure. We shall ask Mr. Nossip to get to the exact figures. But for next year, what they've planned is that the tournaments, like the start dates will be announced ahead of time, so everyone knows when they're opening. A couple of these tournaments, the entry date opened, at 11 o'clock on a Tuesday morning. So if you had access to Facebook, so you could be told you need to enter this, brilliant. But if you did your normal day's work, came home and then found out later on, or sent off the entry form by post or whatever,
right,
basically you just lost out, which is a bit bad. So we've arranged that next year the opening dates will be arranged and announced on Archery GB's website long in advance. But as well, they will open a week early for the top 20 ranked archers in the UK. So if you come in the top 20 of the target rankings in the UK, you will be able to enter the national series. You will be able to enter whichever national series you want. So that's about the only qualification we have for any sort of event.
All right, so tied 2-2.
Yep. Pretty sure everybody. Well, no, actually, I was about to say everybody's shooting X10s, but no, the two French will be shooting X10s, and then I know the Ukrainian man is on Eastern ACEs. Oh, sorry, no, he's a different Ukrainian. He was on ACEs when he was shooting in front of me. Maybe it was a different Ukrainian with an aerotech that was standing in front of me on the shooting line. I was sworn he was shooting aces. Aces are very, very blowy in the wind, so maybe he's even changed to X10s. So if you plano with a 9 to the Ukrainian 8. Now, I mentioned earlier when Thomas was shooting that I don't like his front hand. When he's at full draw, his hand slides around his grip. When he shoots, the bow comes out of his hand and looks lovely and that he's not affected it. But at full draw, his hand slides and moves around his grip. Couldn't really see it there. It generally looks great when it comes out of the hand. There's absolutely no tension in it. The bow just jumps straight out of the hand. That looks great. But at full draw, his hand moves around the grip. He shot against me in the mixed team gold medal match in Brooksea 2013. Him and Laura Ruggieri, who's not at this event. And in that event, he actually had his nails painted the French flag. And you can see them moving around the grip like massively. He's calmed it down from then a bit, but it's still pretty obvious. So again, it doesn't look like we're going to get an opportunity to see. So it looks like the French have gone 4-0 up, 3 9s and an 8 to a Ukrainian spattering. 4 points to 2 in the favour of France. You can see the difference full-time training makes. Thomas Koenig, even at the Youth Olympics, he was very tall as he is now, but he was not the size he is muscularly, whereas in the past sort of 6-9 months he's put on a decent amount of muscle mass.
Yeah, there's not a typical build for archery, is there?
No,
there's a lot
not
of
at all.
different shape, different sizes, heights.
Yeah, there is. I would almost say there's like a performance draw length that if you're above sort of 29, 30 inches, things get difficult. But then again, Brady shoots a 31-inch draw. Colin won World Cup last year, Colin Klimchek, or not last year in Antalya. He's shooting a 33-inch draw length. Thomas Koenig's on a 31-inch draw length. A lot of the Korean women will be on sort of 26, 27 inches. It's definitely not required. But yeah, then you've got tall, short, skinny, less skinny. But then again, as the sport becomes more athletic and professional, there's a lot more sort of athletic looking people here because they're training full time or they're training part time and generally putting in an awful lot more effort and training than people were before, which you can see by the scores. In Brooksea we were still shooting a 1440 round, but I'm sure if we shot a 1440 round now, the average score in the junior field would probably be 10 or 15 points higher. I know myself in the European indoors I shot this year. In 2015, so 2013, the European indoors, the cut was, I think there was one person in the 580s and about 6 or 7 in the 570s, and the cut was about 62 on a feet 18 round. Whereas this year there was one 590, about 4 580s, about 10 570s, and then the cut was like 69.
Wow.
And that's in 2 years, the difference in junior level, never mind the senior level. But then again, an awful lot of the juniors are competing for the senior events too, because the top under 21 archers are some of the top archers in their country. Like myself and Brad Denny, who are here shooting in the junior category, and Sally Gilder as well. We were all in Antalya 2 weeks ago competing for the senior team.
Busy people.
Absolutely. This is the 6th month of the year, and this is my 7th trip. So far this year I've done Nîmes, then Vegas, then Slovenia for the European Indoors, Marathon for European Grand Prix, then Shanghai, Antalya, and now Yankton. Maybe we'll get a view of Thomas Koenig's hand this time. You can see what I mean about the movement. He's shooting Doinker Streamer long rods, quite good in the wind due to that smaller diameter compared to the bee stingers that I shoot. And Watch his front hand. No, it didn't really get an opportunity. He's not quite close enough.
He knows you're watching.
He knows. Still, it's very good shooting for the amount of wind that's on this field. You've kept them in the gold so far. That is good shooting by Thomas. Sophie Planner struggling a bit. The women often shoot much lower poundages, so they'll be affected by the wind a lot more. A 9. Ooh, that's not looking good for Ukraine. Yeah, the women, the light poundage means they've got a lighter arrow travelling slower. That'll be affected more. But as well as that, they travel higher in the air, as they have to arc higher to get to the target. Ooh, Thomas dropped low into the 8. But as well as that, an interesting idea is they actually travel further. Because they're travelling higher into the air, the actual arc of the arrow is longer, so they actually have more time in the air to be affected by the wind. So generally, more poundage is better. But all those people listening at home, don't shoot a higher poundage than you can shoot. Better to shoot a lower poundage well. So that looks like the French have won this team event. They've shot well this match. 35 there. Started with a 39 and what, a 34 the end before? That's very good shooting in these conditions. They deserve that medal. Well done. Thomas Koenig and Sophie Planner taking the bronze medal home from the Recurve Junior Mixed Team event. World Archery Youth Champs in Yankton.